Dropshipping is a business many people dream of having success with. To sit back at your house all day collecting thousands of dollars in daily sales without holding any physical inventory and instead just shipping the product straight from the supplier to your customer's doorstep. Well, I'm here to tell you this business is in no way easy or guaranteed, but if you can get it to work, it's absolutely worth it. And over the last few months and heck, even years, you've seen me start dropshipping store after store with some success and also a lot of failure. So I thought we might as well make it a series, dropshipping until I make $10,000, starting with the store I recently built, frecklish.shop. This is the first time I used a custom theme called Shrine to design a Shopify website, and I think the site turned out really good with a professional homepage and product page with upsells, gifts, and graphics better than any website I've made in the past. Safe to say, I'm feeling pretty confident about this website, but only the market will determine its success. And with 5 ads already prepped to split test between, let's launch Facebook ads for this store at a budget of $50 per day. And to recover the $50 per day we're spending on Facebook ads, we need to sell at least 8 units per day of our cheapest kit to begin to profit. And to recover the $203.13 in startup costs we had to set up the website, between paying a designer on Fiverr and hiring a UGC content creator, we have to sell 23 units of our product on top of that to begin to see profit. So the goal for launch day on our website is to sell 23 units. It's only been 1 hour, and as you guys can see, we just got our first sale on the Shopify store. And by the end of day 1, 7 women from all over the world bought our product. This is my first time selling a product basically only marketed towards women, and the reason for that is I was talking to one of my dropshipping friends, and he said that he basically only sells women niche items since they do the largest share of online shopping, and it turns out they represent 75% of Amazon's customer base. It's now the next day, and you guys can see yesterday the Shopify store ended off at $216.92 in sales, and so far we've spent a whopping $118.02 on ads. But to fulfill each order and see how much total profit we made, we are going to go to AutoDS, which is a platform linked with my Shopify store that helps with order fulfillment, and it's also a product supplier. For example, this $25.99 order we got from the Bronx, New York on our store is actually sourced from AutoDS, and this variation cost us only $8.88 with free 6-day shipping to the United States. Now to fulfill each order, we're going to go to the AutoDS orders tab, and you guys can see it has the order marked as $16.78 profit on the sale. And now to fulfill the order and secure profit, all we have to do on this drop down where it says pending is scroll and click send to auto order. Now when we click on details, you guys can see our order was now sent to automation. And from here, AutoDS is going to take care of order fulfillment and getting the product shipped out to the customer. Just make sure you have auto order credits in your account, which you can buy by clicking up here. Check out AutoDS down below to start using them for your dropshipping businesses. They link with both eBay and Shopify stores, and I definitely use them to automate all my dropshipping operations. But after fulfilling all 8 of the orders we got, we spent a grand total of $81.73 on product. Ad spend somehow added another $118.02, somehow spending over our $50 daily budget, bringing us to a slim operating profit of $17.17 so far. All we can do for now is pause our low performing ads that didn't convert to sales and create some new ones to add to the campaign that hopefully perform better. So on day 2, after editing up some new ads, our store got $194.95 in sales with $50 in ad spend and $88.80 in product cost. I've learned from my experience dropshipping that the video ad you run seems to play the most important role in how many sales you get. And I also schedule my ads to only run between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time, since I found that's when they perform the best. And moving forward the next few days, I'm going to add some new ads into the CBO to test and pause some of the worst performers. Repeating this process on day 3 resulted in $116.97 in sales and $155.96 in sales on day 4. But as we work to fulfill some of these orders, I just got an idea that I think will make us a lot more money, since currently on my website, the product I'm selling has 4 different variations, and I'm thinking about getting rid of the 2 cheapest packages and leaving only the Try Me kit and Glow Up kit, which is a kit that not only comes with the 4 freckle pen variations, but also with a makeup blending sponge and this miniature mirror right here. With that small change, our average order value and profit per sale should hopefully go up. But as we move into day 5 of this challenge, we're going to try dropshipping on a platform you may have never thought about. The site we are going to be hopping on today is called Etsy. You know, the place where people traditionally sell handmade or unique items? Well, what if I told you that people are actually dropshipping on the platform, where instead of making handmade goods themselves, a factory in China does it for them? Randomly about a year ago, I saw a video from this YouTuber Joshua Mayo where he talked about a side hustle where you can make money selling glass glass sun catchers from AliExpress and dropshipping them on Etsy for a profit. After seeing him talk about this hustle, I decided to give it a try for myself, creating my own Etsy page called Art is Glass Creations. I made my profile name Anna Smith with this random stock photo of a girl right here because I found that women like to buy from other women. And then once I got my Etsy page created, I went to AliExpress and just looked up Halloween glass sun catchers since this was last year in October. I found a jack-o'-lantern sun catcher for $7.58 shipped and a Halloween witch sun catcher for $6.99 shipped that caught my attention. So I simply imported them to AutoDS, added a nice description, and listed both sun catchers on Etsy for $19.99 and $25.99. A few days later, I listed more products from AliExpress onto the Etsy store, such as a cat in a flower pot sun catcher, a blue moon cat sun catcher, and a hummingbird sun catcher, all for like 3 to 4 times the cost. That may be 2 hours of work a year ago, setting up the Etsy page and listing 5 items from AliExpress resulted in a total of $558.91 in revenue on the store with 19 orders. I didn't spend a single penny in Etsy ads, and after product cost and shipping, we made about $300 in profit. That being so easy and me putting so little effort into that Etsy store makes me think that this niche when dropshipping products on Etsy could be very lucrative. So let's create a brand new Etsy page and do the same method as before, but bigger to reach our $10,000 dropshipping goal fast. All right, guys, so we are currently on AliExpress right now, and the first sun catcher that catches my eye is this maple leaf sun catcher for $6.21, and that includes 1 to 2 week free shipping. This same product is selling for $20 all the way up to $40 on Etsy. So it's time to get it listed, but we're not going to do some boring old manual listing where I have to check the Etsy page every single day and fulfill all the orders myself. Instead, we're going to head over to AutoDS. They link with Etsy along with a ton of different platforms, and after connecting my new store, we are going to copy this link from AliExpress, and over on AutoDS, hover over to the Add Products button and click Single Product. Now we just have to edit the listing, and after maybe 10 minutes of editing and adding in better photos, you guys can see the Etsy listing is now live. But by the end of the day, I want to have 10 high quality listings on our page, so let's get to work. I continued finding sun catchers on AliExpress and importing them to the Etsy page, with some of them matching holidays coming up, and I found other sun catchers to sell as more evergreen products. I ended up relisting all the products from my last store onto this new one because they sold so well previously. And I also took the time to find some new products to list on our page, so our Etsy store is now at 10 listings, all fully synced with AutoDS. So now when an order comes in on our store, it'll automatically be ordered from the supplier website and the package will be delivered to the customer's doorstep. For now, we're gonna leave the Etsy store as is, adding 1 to 5 products on the store daily, but in 11 days, we're gonna have the ability to set up Etsy ads, which will help compound our sales a lot. It's now 2 days later at 12:43 a.m. in the morning, and you guys can see we just got our first sale in the Etsy store for $39.99. On top of that, I've still been running the Shopify store, and so far we've brought in a grand total of 28 orders for $1,009.71 in revenue, bringing us to a total dropshipping income this week of $1,035.70, but that's definitely not all profit. In total, we spent $418.02 on Facebook ads. Product cost for our 28 orders and 1 sale on Etsy came out to $412.72. And then finally, in terms of startup costs, we spent $203.13, which brings us to a very slim profit so far, but not accounting for the money we spent to set up this business, our operating profit margin is about 19%. I'm interested to see how much total profit we make when we inevitably reach $10,000 in sales dropshipping. The goal for next week is to make $5,000 in revenue, so be sure to drop a like if you're excited for that. And if you guys want to try dropshipping for yourselves, be sure to check out AutoDS down below, and you can also build a completely free Shopify store at buildyourstore.ai/financialwolf. The next video dropping soon will be an update on how much profit my 4-car Turo fleet made last month with over $6,000 in revenue. If that video is already out, it'll be on screen right here, but if not, I'll see you guys in the next one soon. Peace out.